this actually started as my thesis project for NYU. And I was doing my master's in direction, and I had a teacher, although it was very odd because he wrote Blade Runner, but he used to say, write what you know. And I was like, what do you know, the future or what? So I started writing these two characters of the two girls, because they're somewhat like, they're based on my experience with my cousins going to these underground parties, but I'm much more like the Hossein character. I'm much more like the dorky person that's more afraid, who'd always be like, aren't we breaking the law? And they're like, yeah, that's why we're doing it. And so these sort of rebellious girls, it was something I had seen, myself as a teenager. So they became the core of the story. So it was somewhat based on some of my experiences, but fictionalized, of course. But I was very secretive about the script because of it's kind of controversial. So no one actually had known what the script, all the actors had no idea what the film was really about until they got to the finals. And then it was only when I was going to offer them the role did anyone ever get to read the script. So they had minimal information about the script.
As I was kind of finding out what the script was about, I had to make a decision, that wasn't just about, what's this beat going to be about, but am I going to do this movie, meaning like I'm not going to be able to go back to Iran after I do this and see most of my family. In order to read the sides and everything, like I needed someone to speak Farsi with me, so my mom would do it over the phone. And we would record the video and send it over, and I remember like as we were kind of getting more and more of the script, and as she was reading it, like she stopped one time during the thing. She's like, "What is this movie?" And I think what was incredible was just the choice to shoot in the Middle East, and Lebanon in particular, because there's a lot of similarity, obviously, and people who've seen this film who are Iranians swear that some of the shots were shot in Iran.
But the thing about shooting anywhere in the Middle East is you have to be really under the radar, because there's too many variables for the production to get shot down. We submitted like a censored script to the censorship board that deleted all scenes of sexuality and religion. So it was a short, very short script. So when I chose actors and when I chose producers, when I chose everyone who became part of this production, I was looking for talent, and I was looking for people who could stomach adversity, who had a stomach of steel, because it was not an easy production.
No one saw any dailies for like the first 5 or 6 days.
No, 15 days.
15 days?
Yeah.
Basically, the movie, every time the film was shot, it had to be smuggled out of Lebanon. And it had to be driven to Jordan. And they discovered Jordan would be good because The Hurt Locker was shot there, and they were able to get the film back. So the film would get smuggled to Jordan, and then from Jordan it would go to where in Europe?
It would go to Dubai, and then over to LA, yeah.
Dubai, and then to LA, and then try to have to make its way back.
Then I'd see it daily, but it was already, the production was halfway through when I saw the first days.
One day we were shooting at this place that was opposite of the head of the police in Lebanon, and they thought that we weren't actually shooting a film, but that we were spying on this police chief. So they sent all these guards to watch our set, and Mariam was like running around, okay, no talking in Farsi, you're doing all the scenes in English from now on. Like, okay, so we started shooting, and it's that scene, where I come and say, I'm here to wish you like a belated birthday, and so like in English, I just said, I go, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm here to wish you a happy belated Groundhog's Day. And everyone started laughing, including the guards who were there. And then they started walking away, and they're like, man, this is going to be a really good comedy.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.